The thing is, when you compare yourself or think in your head that the grass is greener on the other side, let me just tell you, the grass is not greener on the other side. The grass has never been greener on the other side. The grass is greener where you water it. Where you're watering, where you're giving your time, your all, and all that, that is where the grass is greener. So when you think that the grass is greener for the other person financially, the grass is greener for the other person in their relationships, the grass is greener for the other person for this, and the other thing, remember that it's because they have watered those areas of their lives, and that is why the grass seems, in your perspective, greener from where you're standing. So the only way it's gonna be greener for you is to water it where you are and where you want for it to grow. Hello kings and queens, welcome back to Dreaming Desert, and if you're new here, my name is Wagoiwa Budhia, aka Gikuyu Woman. Karibu sana. If you have not joined us, please subscribe, hit that button, and let those notifications come your way. So guys, this year I am 28. It is not my birthday is past, but I felt like because when I get to 30, maybe I want to tell you what I learned in my 20s. Let me just give you 5 of the lessons that I've learned thus far. I am not saying I am done, and I'm not saying I am there. All I am saying is that these lessons are continuous, and I would love to share what I have learned with you guys. So let's get into this. Number 1, my rule has always been, for the past 3 years, I've been saying and I've been preaching and I've been crying and I've been, I don't know, bro. Nimekuwa tu nikisema, do not compare yourself. Comparison is the thief of all joy. Anytime you compare yourself, you're losing your authenticity, you're losing your true nature, your uniqueness. You see, the thing is, because you're on a unique journey as an individual, when you compare yourself with another person, you're comparing your life's journey to another person's life's journey, which in reality, they're not on the same page. So there's no way you're gonna be satisfied. There's always, because the truth on the ground, be told, is that there's always someone who's gonna be better than you financially, who's gonna look better than you, who's gonna exercise better than you, who's gonna prosper more faster than you. And you look at yourself and your age and you're like, oh, but she's 21 and she's doing much more than I have already done. No, that is not your job. The only time I would advocate for comparison is only a time that you're comparing yourself to know that I can actually do much better. I can actually achieve much more. I can actually become much more than I already am. But if you're comparing yourself from a point of, she's better than me, he's doing better than me, they're above me, there you're losing it and you're losing the point. So point number 1, do not compare yourself unless it is for a good cause, to remind yourself that I can do it and I can become it all. Number 2, be bold. Be bold. Be bold enough and confident enough to ask, especially now that you're older enough. Hakuna mtu anakuja hapa bro, you umeuliza maswali because you've spoken your mind. Nobody is beating you up. Because the thing is, the worst that you could get by asking, that is what I've been learning and I'm embracing it. The worst you could get from asking is a no. And a no has done nobody any harm. No is not a sign of rejection. It is all a matter of perspective and attitude. A no is not a sign of rejection. A no is a sign of a redirection. You're being redirected. Please, bro, don't go that way, go this other way, okay? So the worst thing you could get, because of being bold and because of asking and because of actually holding your head up high and saying this is what you want and this is how you think things should be, is a no. And a no has done nobody any harm. Because the thing is, two different people can get the same answer, a no. And one will decide, let me live in a pity party and victimize myself and say, they didn't support me, they didn't take opportunities in me, he didn't look at my CV, he didn't give me a chance, they didn't do this. You can sit down and go through a pity party and victimize yourself, which is what most people want to do or feel like is the way out. But you can also take the no and see, oh, because within every criticism, anytime you get a criticism, it might not be 100% true, but maybe 0.01% is a bit true. And look at that one, 0.01%, and actually work on that to improve yourself. Okay? So a no is not a harm. So be bold enough to ask and get that no and take your no and move forward with your no. Number 3, This one, for number 3, is actually what I am learning right now, and I'm even learning it the hard way. To detach every area of your life. I don't know how many of you, kwanza for me, when it comes to finances, if I'm broke, I feel like all areas of my life are just broken. Like now, I can't even function. I can't even now record. I can't, even when I'm cooking, I'm feeling like I'm doing it wrong. Even when I'm talking, I'm feeling like I'm doing it wrongfully. Even in my other aspects of life, I feel like they're affected. Or for some of us, when your relationship is not going well, you feel like every other area is affected. So the thing is, put everything in a box and separate them. I know they're all connected because they're all part of you, but if you learn to think about each and every area of your life separately, then you will be able to control your emotions and your true self. Because imagine you had a bad time leaving the house and you're going to work, and now you're going to take that attitude to work because you're not separating the two. And imagine you had a bad time at work and now you're coming home, and you're going to harm the ones that you will meet at home because you're coming with the same attitude of it didn't go well there, it didn't do well there. You understand? So the thing is, you have to separate all areas of your life and know that this area of my life is not doing well at the moment, but it doesn't mean that this other area of my life is not doing well at the moment. It doesn't mean that the other area of my life is not doing well at the moment either. Start where you are with what you have. I think blah 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 blah. You've heard this a million and a billion times. And the thing is, in our heads, we want to see the full purpose, the full goal of life. This is like, for me, I used to say I want to be the best female transformational speaker of my time. I want to be among, I remember me and my friends sitting down and saying, Wale, the richest under 30, we want to be among that list and whatnot. And you see, for some of these things, the goals are too big that they scare us. Like now that of being the top 30 under 30 who are actually the richest. For me, it's from a point of, I was so scared. I'm like, bro, there are people who are actually doing better than me, working harder than me. Am I dreaming? I need to wake up from this dream. But the reality is, that was one comparison. And you say, so what's thief? It's a thief of all joy. And number 2, I couldn't start because I was paralyzing myself, because I was looking at the bigger goal and it was scaring me. I was looking at, this is what I want, and the other one and the other thing. And because it's too big for me from where I am standing from, I couldn't do anything about it. But the thing is, as soon as I learned that it is not about me being the best speaker of my time, it's actually taking my time a day at a time to know that I need to grow that skill. As much as you want to be this and the other thing and whatnot, you need to start where you are with what you have, and that is what is going to improve until you can become the best of what you want to become, the best of who you are, the best of what you are, the best of everything that is within you. Number 5, and this one, please take your seats, because this one is gonna be hard. Anywho, the Bible tells us over and over again to give with one arm and not let your other hand see. So I've had a lot of times people come to me and be like, you know what, I even helped her here, I helped him here, and now when I'm in trouble, they're not there for me, and whatnot and whatnot. The thing is, you are helping. It's as if you're placing something for you to use in the future, and that is not how it works. If you give, if you help someone, help them, give them, and move forward, bro. Maybe when they needed your help, you weren't able to help them. Maybe you weren't in that, you didn't have that capacity to actually come through for them. And if you help other people and let it slide, that's how you get your blessings. So saidianeni huko nje na msisaidiane with an expectation to receive. Just help, and then what God sees in darkness, He's gonna reward you in the light. So sana, it's not even so much about the show off part, it's so much about the expectation part. Like you're helping someone, but at the back of your mind, it's as if you're sowing this seed, hoping this person one day when you're in need, they're gonna come through for you. What if they're not able to come through for you at that particular moment when you're in need? The same has happened to you, and maybe someone sees you as, and that's the point. You're bad in someone's story. All of us are bad in someone's story. So bro, amka. More lessons will be coming soon. So if you have not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, join us, and be part of this family. Thank you.